first coat is on, and it's the primer. This really made a mess. Look at the floor. Luckily, it kind of just cleans up pretty easy. We got a heater here. So I used 10 gallons of primer, and I gotta be honest, I think I put it on a little heavy, right? Because there's some heavy areas that I hit, but all the blemishes come out now that it's painted, all the cracks, everything. So what I think is I'm definitely gonna put some trim up top. I have some base molding, it's that rubber vinyl. That'll go on the bottom. And, you know, and the bottom is gonna be actually from this level, from the windows down, that strip will be a dark gray. So it'll be a two-tone in here. But that's it, I'm letting this cure overnight. Whoops, dropping my phone. You could see all the areas that I didn't hit evenly, but I'm hoping that when I spray the color, which is white, that it'll blend nicely. We spray it up in here. Believe it or not, that looks like it's not painted, but it is. It's just the way it's reflecting. It's actually, maybe not. I don't know. I'll have to hit this, obviously hit it with white paint, but I gotta figure something out, like if I'm gonna put a door or something in there, but prep definitely comes into play here. I could have, you know, you could see the amount of detail that I went in masking everything, and then you could see how many places I didn't mask, right? Like I masked the struts, whatever that stuff is called, strut. So the prep is definitely key, but you could see some of the stupid mistakes that I made. Whereas I really masked up that side of the garage door rails, but the garage door opener, all the brackets, I didn't. I did part of it and left the other part. You know, it's getting distracted and stopping what you're doing and coming back. And you could see, like, I really taped up everything over there and over there. The one wheel in the corner was not taped. But at the end of the day, whatever. I got to get this thing up and running and get the shop going. You can see some gaps up there. Anyway, it's a fun experience to do this for sure. Well, maybe not that fun, but I give painters a lot of credit. Definitely give them a lot of credit. It's not easy. By far the funnest part of the whole painting process. It's like unwrapping presents. Just kind of leaning over here on my baker. All right. Well, the color is on, the white color's on, and from the window down is going to be a dark gray. That's going to be tomorrow. So I'm just coming in here to put the mini split back on so it will stay warm overnight. And I don't know, I'm putting the lights, hanging the lights back up. The Glitgate lights, let's see, I got them over here. I had them hanging and then I would take them off, spray, and, you know, come back and put them on, and it's been juggling them back and forth. So the shop only has 2 Glitgates on and that little, you know, Home Depot special there. And you could see just how much it's lighting the shop up. it's night and day difference with white paint. I will say that. It's amazingly reflective in here, so I can't wait to see when they're all up. Anyway. All I did was come in here to rewrap the mini split and get it going. And to do that, I needed to hang up a couple of lights. And when I was hanging up a couple of lights, I figured I would just unwrap the outlets that are all taped up. I'm down the rabbit hole for sure. All right, everything is unmasked. There's a lot of shadows in here, and the paint actually looks uneven as I'm filming this. But when you look at it, you know, with your eyes, it looks great. The lower portion is going to be for the dark band, so that's going to be done tomorrow. But I could see like the shadows are getting cast in here as I walk around. But it's very even. I mean, you know, you can't hide the grain of the wood. See, like over there, some of these bands look like that. You definitely can see some. I guess maybe the camera is revealing reality. Maybe that's reality and my eyes are deceiving me, but I don't know. You don't look at it when you're here with your eyes going, oh, look at all these inconsistencies and uneven spots. I don't know. I'm very happy with it for what it is. It's plywood. The cleanup. So today we're installing machine-specific lighting. These guys are the Barina lights. I believe these are 72 watt bulbs. They're 8 feet long. Got 2 packages of 6. So there's gonna be 12 lights going up all over specific areas, filling in the gaps. We got the glit gate lights up there, which, by the way, when it's nighttime and the shop is dark, you flip the lights on. Those 6, even the concentration of the 4 over there, and we got 1 over here and 1 above my head. They light the shop up amazingly. I can't say enough about these lights. They're really fantastic. And dropping the camera. Fantastic lights and everything. But, you know, again, I want it laboratory grade in here. I want it super light, super bright. That's why I've, you know, supplemented with these machine-specific lights and stuff. So I have a map that I did in Excel. I have the screenshot on my phone I'm going to use as my little map. And we're going to put the lights in. So there's electrical outlets you can see over here. Got one up here. And there's one right over there. So anyway, like that will feed 2 lights, and then the lights can be daisy chain and stuff. So you'll see it when it's all together, but it's really a very simple thing. I will talk about these lights though. These lights come with a lot of different mounting options. They come with plugs, right? So you could just stick them in the ends and you could put the plugs in. They come with connectors to daisy chain the 2. And I believe they come with two sizes of daisy chain, like real small ones, and then like maybe 2 or 4 foot, you know, jumper cables. And you could also hardwire them. So we're gonna put these on the baker because we don't have a bench yet. So we're gonna put these on the baker. We're gonna open them up and we're gonna see all the options and everything, and then get ready to hang these puppies. The lights are out now, and you can see we got a plug with a switch for each one. So there's 6 lights, 6 plugs, which is really great. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 long daisy chains, and you got 6 direct wire connections. So these will plug right in the back. And this jack here will accept the daisy chain, you know, the pigtails, and then you could put these guys if you want to hardwire them, which I don't want to do. So I'm gonna get to hanging the clips. Here's the clips, and these are just, as you can see, they're just these, well, let's take a look. So here's the clips, and they just screw right to the, you know, to the ceiling, and they just snap right in there. You know, they're kind of like these little springy clips, and that's really it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get up onto the ladder. I'm gonna get my map and I'm gonna screw these on, and we're gonna just hang them up and plug them in. It's gonna be that simple, so I'm not gonna really film myself doing that, but I will film the after. Well, looky there, we got air movement. So I saved the second one to film. So let's start with, what kind of fan did I got? I got two of these. These are Casa Vieja, if I'm pronouncing that right. The Casa Velocity. Here's your SKU number. And then here is the actual model number, E7J27. Here's some stats on it. Now the biggest complaint about this, I ordered this fan and then actually ordered this in June. So it's been sitting for many months. It's mid-January right now. And as you could see, the shop has been painted. We got all the lights. Well, we got all the lights in. We still gotta curl those guys up there. But yeah, what I have to do is, I'll try to zoom in here. You can see where the fan wire pokes out. That would hit the garage door rail bracket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a junction box right there, and then feed the Romex through to another location where I'm going to put, obviously, this guy right here. So we got the junction box parts. We got some EMT clamps. The EMT is over on the baker. And we got the porta band over there to cut it. So we're gonna relocate the box and install this fan. So anyway, the biggest complaint on Amazon that I just noticed the other day was that people are, there was, I should say this. Let me start by saying this. 1/3 of the reviews were bad, 1 star. And all of the reviews were the same thing. The fan doesn't blow fast enough. It doesn't move enough air. Now, I guess that's the high speed right there. But this is a 6-foot wingspan. I call it a wingspan because it looks like a propeller, but that's a 6-foot diameter. And as I sit here, right at this little portable bench, it's making me feel a little cool, a little chilly. So it's moving air big time. The big diameter moves the air. I think what a lot of people might be underwhelmed about, or maybe it's their expectations, is they might be used to the visual. Maybe visually it doesn't look like it's going that fast. And even as I look through the camera here, it looks even slower than it really is in real life. So I think a lot of people are used to more blades rather than 3, and it creates the illusion like it's going slower. But make no mistake, this thing is moving air. The only reason I have these 2 fans is to mix the air from the mini split. All right, so when I'm on top of that baker, it's like Hawaii up top. When I'm standing mid-range, it's very warm, it's comfortable, it's, I don't know, 62 degrees or whatever. Mind you, it's like 8 degrees right now Fahrenheit outside and 62 in here. It's absolutely comfortable. Despite the fact that says, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, the LED is flashing, that says 83. I've heard that that's a comfort factor, that's not like a real legit, a legit temperature thermostat. Anyway, that says 83 there. The thermometer says that it's 62, somewhere around there. It's beautiful in here. I'm sitting here with a t-shirt working on these fans. Anyway, that was the complaints. They said it didn't move air. I'm saying differently. I'm saying that thing is moving plenty of air beautifully. And what I think it's gonna do is it's gonna mix the air in here so it cools and or heats evenly. So I'll find out tomorrow. What I'm gonna do for my test is I'm gonna turn the mini split down and we're gonna see if, you know, if the temperature kind of stays or whatever. But an experiment. And in any case, that right there will cool me off if I'm sweating without putting the air conditioning on. So anyway, it's too late for me to return these. I bought them in June, so I have to live with them. And I guess time will tell. But for now, I'm kind of happy with it. I think they look great. They're, you know, 3 blades, and it's moving a hell of a lot of air. So, all right, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to set up the box, relocate the thing, and install it. All right, we got the fan pre-assembled. Here we got the junction box, and I have a length of EMT cut with some Romex, and we're gonna piece that in together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go up onto the baker, put that guy in, and kind of install it, and then we'll hang the fan. All right, we're connected up here, sort of connected up there. We're gonna just wire that all right, we got our box mounted with the EMT. What I'm gonna do is join those two together, close the box up, and then we're gonna proceed to mount the fan bracket. All right, we got everything wired up. We got the fan assembled. Let's get ready and see if it works. First test. Woo! And it is going in the right direction. All right, there you have it. 2 Casa Viejo fans installed. This is a look at the shop. Got a massive amount of cleanup to do, and then put tools away, clean tools, disassemble the baker. Actually, that's gonna probably be the last man standing, because if I need to access anything, but I also do need to clean up all the cords up there, coil them up and clamp them to the wall, and reposition these high bay lights, the flying saucer lights, put them in their right spots. But fans are doing the job really well. 75 degrees set on the mini split, and it's 60 degrees in here, and last night was probably the coldest. It was like 10 degrees. So it's doing a good job, I think. Anyway, got one more move to make, and that's to put a sweep underneath that door. It's about 1.5 to 2 inch gap underneath the door. So I would assume that some of the heat is rising up that way too, so. Anyway, gym is all folded up nicely, out of the way, and that's that. Might be hard to see, but cleaning up all the cords. Wrapped up all the excess and pinned it to the ceiling just to make a clean install. I got that light done. I got 5 more of the big lights to go, as you can see right here. All right, what we're gonna do is gonna clean up that cord, and we're gonna mount it with a good solid screw. These were kind of temporary. So I'm gonna unhook the light, I'm gonna curl up the cord, we're gonna screw a better screw in, and I have some little wire clamps that will clean up the cord on the ceiling to make it look nice. 6 screws that we have. I'm gonna go around and do each one, and we have this nice little handy fitting that goes on your drill or your impact driver, and that will help screw these guys right into the plywood ceiling. So let me put these in, and then I'll get you back and you can see what it looks like. Okay, we got the Nice hook in there. We got the safety chain clasped onto it. I got some of the excess curled up with some wire tie, and she's plugged in. I think that looks nice and clean. Beautiful and very bright. Everything is cleaned out except the 5 machines. Bridgeport, Precision Matthews, Tormach, Hardinge, and the Haas. Luckily, everything was sprayed down good. There's no rust on any of the machines. On the ways, the chucks, the electronics, and on this puppy. The Tormach looks pretty good. I can't even reach in there, but she's looking good. We got every box out from underneath. I have 1 box inside the chip pan, but that's it. All right, it's T-minus 1 week until the machines come home. The truck is loaded with all my metal. And the last bits. All ready for the machines to arrive. All my machines are leaving their resting place. They've been here for over a year. The Haas, the Tormach, Hardinge, Precision Matthews lathe, and my Bridgeport. I have boxes inside the Haas, and I really believe that there's some missing stuff inside those boxes. I'm actually very curious to see what's in there. I'm missing my Heimer, some other things, and I'm really hoping that they are in there. There is a Bridgeport in front of that forklift somewhere. Yeah, you can see the handle right there. I want to take some video footage, but I don't want to be the guy sticking cameras in these guys' faces. It's a well-oiled machinery team they got, and I'm just staying out of their way and letting the professionals do their thing. Watch, as soon as I say that, the forklift tips over and there goes my Bridgeport. Goodbye, old friend. You've done good. There she goes. Nail biter going up that. Believe me, that is a steep hill right there. It doesn't look it on the camera, but